In this video, we're going to take a quick look at environment lighting. We will discuss some basics to creating nice looking tracks and tips for working with lights. First things first, before you place any lights, you'll want to set up your environment lighting. There are many options with environment settings with the possibility to create almost endless looks. Let me show you a few quick settings that can make a big difference in how your tracks look. It's a good idea before you open up environment options to get your view where you can see the sky and the ground. Click the right touchpad to open the editor menu and go to track settings and then go to environment. The first thing we'll look at is time of day presets. You can pick from one of these, or you can go further by backing out of this menu and going into sun settings. A couple of things I would like to explain first are direct light and ambient light. Direct light would be light coming from the sun, and this is the main source of light for your track. You can explore these settings under sun settings, where you can change the texture of the sun, the position, the size, intensity of the light, and the color of the light, among other things. Once again, we'll go into more details in a later video. The second source of light will be ambient light, which can be found under reflection settings. This is the light that is reflected off of objects that are not in direct sunlight. You can also think of this as the light and color of shadows. Another thing we should quickly touch on is fog color. Although it is not a light source, the fog color can heavily influence the look of your tracks. Okay, let's scroll back up to sky settings, which has another feature new to Rising, sky maps. These are preset sky overlays that can give you way more options for the look of your track. Once again, we'll go into more detail in a later video. Another thing I would like to touch on is colors in general. When choosing colors for all your lights and environment settings, pick colors that work well together and will support your overall theme. Colors that contrast each other are great for creating a more dynamic look. If you are not sure about which colors to use, do a web search for color combinations. There are many resources out there with pages upon pages of good color combinations. Find a combo that suits your theme and give it a try. Okay, once your environment is set, you can start placing artificial lights. Where and how you place your lights depends on your track theme. One thing I would suggest is to give your track a few test runs, and any places that are really dark, you could fill in with some placed lights. The point light is excellent for this purpose. Also, using lights that cast shadows is a great way to add visual interest to your tracks. If you have an opportunity to place some directional lights that cast some cool shadows, go for it. You can play around more with the settings in this section on your own, and if you get lost, remember you can use undo by hitting square. Again, I highly recommend checking out the environment lesson later in the series if you have any questions or want to learn more regarding the tools we used in this video.